Oh, I'll read it to you how it's really supposed to be. Welcome all the parts of yourself. To the page, to the studio, to the home inside, so the branches of your fragility, synapses of your neurons, exaltations and wounds can give voice to creation. Befriend the stranger within, who's pleading for an audience, wants to come out and play with all of who you are. So I'm just going to read you some of these poetic meditations. Just let them seep into you. Courage. No matter, Janet asked me, Janet asked me, do you think you need a mic? And I said, no, you do not want me to have a mic. People keep telling me, you're so loud. Yeah, I am loud. Courage. No matter the size of the talent, greatness of skill, availability of time, each small creative act is an act of courage. Leap into the unknown, where what is inside meets the world. Shattered, fragile, broken, precious, luminous. In all things, we exist, we create, we recreate. So I read these to my students, and then they write from them, and I don't ever give people a lot of time to write because we don't want the critic to come in, so we just have not even more than 3 to 5 minutes. And brilliance just keeps happening. Slow dance. Take your pen and paintbrush, hands, feet, voice, and belly. Let them slow dance with you. From the visible, from the invisible. Art making is the great love story. Sometimes the creative path is getting up and brushing your teeth. Hydrating your body, then attending to a few things. A dance of 60 seconds, writing for 5 minutes, pondering the sky. If you do this for a year, you'll have a performance, a book, and deep affection for the sky. Porous. Stay open. Let part of you breathe into what may arrive. Expect epiphanies to birth in your flesh, where a new pathway hydrates what is longing for a return. To know that you were made to create, to live, to feel deeply, nurture perforations, stay porous. I often say that vulnerability is my superpower. We often think that we have to have it all right and correct and everything all perfect to create, but I feel like life is a continual mess no matter how much I try to organize it. Yay. So in the and I do try really hard, but it doesn't matter. Life is faithful to give us grief, to give us pain, to give us loss, to give us continual shifting, and that's where we need to just create from, no matter what. I think what the world isn't, sorry, I think what we're, I think that when this creating in dangerous times, a lot of people have asked me, well, because I had this title way before it was dangerous, well, it's been dangerous forever, but now it feels like it's, oh my gosh, now we're in like hyper danger. But the danger is that we have forgotten that creativity is our birthright, and we are in a crisis of the imagination in the world, because we can't imagine what new ideas could be, what new ways of being could be. So creating is a radical act. It's like, how is that going to help? Well, we just need to all keep creating, constantly. There we go. I'll stop preaching. Okay. But I kind of like to preach, actually. Okay, so.
We're in the
what?
Like hallelujah.
Yes, that's right. Come on in.
Come on in.
Sit down. We invite you to sit down. I'm not ordering you to sit down. You could stand up if you want.
Hey, sweetie.
So, vulnerable. Vulnerability is your superpower. Let the salt of tears become prayers. Let decay become seeds for beauty. A conduit to be brave. To be authentic is an artwork. This, too, is a toolkit for expression. Now, the next one is called rejection, but it has parentheses under eject. Because I'm getting a lot of rejections lately. Like, I noticed that the more you put your work out there, the more rejections you will get. And so I find every day I get a rejection, which you get tired of doing, but it just gives me that fuel, like, okay, well, you don't like it, I'll go somewhere else. So anyways, rejection. Come on in if you want to come in. If you are an artist, writer, performer, and put your work out, it will be rejected at one point or another. Multiple losses. Eject yourself from the rejection. Audition, place, send your work somewhere else. This is part of the creating. Land somewhere else. Falling. Practice falling. A necessary movement. Dancers know this. To release, to rise, one must fall. It is the place in between where we live. Each gesture is holy, an ever-changing falling and rising.
Like the leaves falling from the trees.
Yes. Interruptions. If you chart something, it runs the risk of being canceled, interrupted, postponed, or disrupted. But one can't diminish the power of creativity, always burning, smoldering in the embers. Sometimes the interruption is exactly the fire to ignite the next song, poem, plan, idea, or dance, waiting to erupt. Has anyone ever had a fallow time? You know what fallow means? It's kind of dormant. There used to be, wasn't there a whole, after 7 years in the field, there was like, you needed a year that you just did nothing. And I think we are so consumed with being busy and with producing that we forgot that, we were better at human doings than human beings. And so I think the artist, the poet, the gardener, we all need to be fallow. We need to, it's like composting our own life, right? Yeah, so this is called fallow. Hello, come in. I think there's a seat somewhere. Yes, there you go. Fallow. There is a season for slowing down to the roots of dormancy. I think there's a seat right here.
I'll stand.
Okay, fine.
You can sit there.
Down to the roots of dormancy. Let winter have its way through the fibers of fingers which give themselves to create. Trust fallow time. Expect less. Observe. Ruminate as a task. Prepare your whole body for a blank slate, a still opening. How am I doing for time, Miss Janet?
I have no idea. We're very casual. You're doing good.
2:35.
You're doing great.
Oh.
You want to do a few more?
A few more minutes?
Yeah, sure,
Few more
please.
poems? Okay. Okay. Story. Be faithful to the life that wants to be lived through you, only by you. The stories you have lived are the material for making, unmaking, remaking, the creativity to flow through your body to others. Be faithful to your own story. Garden. Your art is a garden. Your life is a garden. Each day we need watering. Replenish the source. Making is the practice. Return. Keep creating in dangerous times.
Wow.
And I'll read you one poem from my older book called